Hi, boys and girls. Teacher Laura here. We are going to read the whole story today of The Zebra Said Shh. That's the title of the book, boys and girls. And the author is M.R. Nelson and Tamaya Sheldon. All right, this is the front cover, this is the spine, and this is the back cover. Before we go on to the story, let's go over our vocabulary words. Zoo. I hope we can all visit the zoo in the spring, zoo, or summer. Paddock. Paddock. The tigers were in their paddock, waiting to go out and roam around. Paddock. Shh. The animals were sleeping, so the zebra wanted them to shh, be quiet. Pond. The pond was nice and still because there was no ducks or animals in the pond in the early morning. Pond. And den. This is the den. Den of the lion. The lion. And boys and girls, my sister has a beautiful pond. Her pond, where she lives up by Yosemite, and her pond is big like this. Her pond is not a little pond. Her pond is 3 football fields long, and it has fish, and the swans, and the ducks, and the geese all go in there and swim. And she sometimes takes her boat out there and goes in a little boat. So Miss Laura will show you a picture of her pond, okay? All right, let's start to read the story. Here we go. The first page. It was bedtime at the zoo, but it was not quiet. The animals were not sleeping. They were all talking and talking. Up in his paddock, the zebra was very, very tired, but he could not go to sleep because of the noise. So the zebra said, shh, it's time to go to sleep, everyone. But the monkey did not want to go to sleep. They said, ooh, ooh, ooh. How do the monkeys go? Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, they do it like that, not like an owl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And they were swinging from the trees. Ooh, 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 ooh. The zebra said, shh, time to go to sleep. The lion did not want to go to sleep. He said, roar, and prowled around the den. The zebra said, shh, time to go to sleep, to the lion. The parrot did not want to go to sleep. She said, squawk, squawk, and flew around among the leaves. The zebra said, shh, it's time to go to sleep, to the parrot. But the parrot was not ready to sleep. The turtle did not want to go to sleep either. They said, snap, snap, and lumbered around the yard by their pond. The zebra said, shh, it's time to go to sleep. There's the turtle by the pond. The seals did not want to go to sleep. They said, arr, 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 and splashed around in their pool. The zebra said, shh, it's time to go to sleep. But the seals were not ready to go to sleep either. They wanted to swim. The giraffe did not want to go to sleep. She said, munch, 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 and chewed on leaves from a tree. The zebra said, shh, it's time to go to sleep. But the giraffe kept on chewing. The hippopotamus did not want to go to sleep. He said, snort, 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 and rolled around in the mud by his pond. The zebra said, shh, it's time to go to sleep. But the hippopotamus did not want to sleep either. The rhinoceros did not want to go to sleep. She went stomp, 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 and stirred up the dust in her field. The zebra said, shh, it's time to go to sleep. Here's the rhinoceros. not wanting to sleep either. Don't you feel like that sometimes? You go to bed, but you don't feel like sleeping? Yeah, sometimes that happens to me too. The polar bear did not want to go to sleep. He said, "Grrr," and stalked around the ice. The zebra said, "Shh, it's time to go to sleep." The polar bear was not ready to sleep either. Suddenly, it got very quiet in the zoo. None of the animals were talking anymore. Guess what? They were all asleep. The monkeys were asleep in their trees. They were no longer going, ooh, 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 ooh. The lion was asleep in his den. Look at the stars. The parrot was asleep in her nest among the trees. And the turtles were asleep by the pond, fast asleep. And the seals were asleep by their pond. The giraffe was asleep by her tree. And the hippopotamus was asleep in the mud, where it's nice and cool. They like to be in the mud. And the rhinoceros was asleep in her field, where she was most comfortable. And the polar bear was asleep on the ice. And up in his paddock, the zebra said, "Shh," and he closed his eyes and went to sleep. The end, boys and girls. I hope that you find it comfortable that when you're sleeping and you can't sleep, think of the zebra said, "Shh," and maybe you can tell your brothers or sisters, if they're talking, "Shh, it's time to go to sleep." I hope you like the story, boys and girls. Bye. See you. Have a fun day.